So that is something which exists. So the thing is, I have never been approached. And I said, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I've been approached about this thing. But what I know is that there is an ongoing investigation.
You have said for the first time that there is criminality. Earlier, the substance of what you said was exactly what I said in my interpretation of it. It's for the first time now in your last response that you say there is criminality. But the question that will then arise is, what is that criminality? Because on the engagement you have been having with Ms. Sillo and my co-commissioners, nothing jumps out of your testimony and tells us that here's criminality, indicating also what the nature of that criminality is. Nothing jumps out of your testimony to give us that or to tell us that. So you just say there is criminality. What criminality?
Chairperson, can I answer?
Yes, all we know, I will let you answer just now. All we know is you pulled funds together and you then placed those funds in the hands of a quote-unquote main supplier, and then you use those funds in the manner in which you described. Nothing readily tells me what the criminality is. I'm not saying there isn't any. I don't know. Sitting here, I do not know. But what I will say is no criminality immediately manifests itself. So what's the criminality on the basis of which you can assert the privilege?
Chairperson, the purpose for us to have that business is to supply medical equipment to the Department of Health. Then that is when the SIU flagged that there is some criminality in or irregularities, I don't know what I can call it, but because of the SIU got involved and then they are investigating it. Obviously, SIU, they investigate criminality. And then I haven't been charged now. I cannot tell you what charge am I facing. I don't know whether it will be fraud or corruption or what, I don't know. But what I know is there is an ongoing investigation. That is a fact, Chairperson.
Thank you. Ms. Rillo.
Thank you, Chair. If I may continue, then I'll, for purposes of my question, accept what you say. SIU is investigating. Are you aware of any crime that would have been committed in this arrangement that we have just discussed, that the SIU is likely to uncover?
Like I said,
perhaps let's avoid committed. Are you aware of a crime that they could possibly be investigating? Let's avoid committed.
I'll accept that.
Thank you.
That qualifier. So it's actually a better question and I guess a lower threshold.
Commissioner, that's why when you are under investigation, they call you a suspect. Because of it they haven't proved anything that you might have committed. There's a reasonable suspicion that you might have committed a possible offense.
Yes.
So, as I see it here, from my side, I don't know of any wrongdoing that I did, but it does not stop someone from investigating me. So just because of I'm saying I did not do this, it does not mean now they must stop investigating.
No, we're not directing SIU to stop. I'm just trying to understand. Remember, so far you are failing on the first front where you seek to assert your rights to identify the offense that you could potentially be incriminating yourself in. And that's why we are having this debate. Because if at least you had identified the offense, then the chair, I guess, would have considered your fear of that offense being levied against you in the context of the conversation we are having. We can't even do that because it's unclear what offense you are worried about or you suspect you are being investigated on.
Commissioner, if I can make an example and I say to you that tomorrow I'm going to shoot you, obviously you'll be, so I cannot tell you now as I sit here that this is what they are investigating me for. I don't know that. I haven't been approached yet.
Should we perhaps not request that the evidence leaders and the commission should have sight of the document that Mr. Madlanga referred to? And,
Yes, please.
Which I think he was suggesting butresses the point he's making. As to how, in practical terms, we are able to get that, Ms. van den Heever?
We've got the specific article. There was a press release or interview conducted by, he's now the NDPP, but he was then the head of the SIU when this was done. So that we can make available. We also have a further progress report dated 2025 that was issued by the SIU that again sort of refers to Mr. Madlanga being under investigation, being a suspect in this matter. I've also endeavored to obtain, that's why I walked out, and I have to apologize that I ran this way, just to get up there was very difficult for me. I've made contact to obtain the full SIU application for you, Chairperson. It would assist, I think, the Commission to do its work, as well as the asset forfeiture unit application, all places where we refer. It's clear for you to see that he is indeed a suspect in a variety of investigations. And yeah, I will leave it at that. If you give us, we will endeavor. We don't have the facilities with us, but we will endeavor to get everything printed and provided to you. It will assist you tremendously to understand, I think, what the client, again, as a layperson, is trying to convey in very simple terms to you at this point. Thank you, Chairperson.
May we leave it between you and Ms. Sildo to arrange for the sharing.
By you, I of course referred to the royal you.
No, that I was going to propose perhaps that we park it so that we can sort out these issues during the lunch adjournment. And just to assure Mr. Madlanga and Ms. van der Heever, they don't have to worry about printing. It suffices to email them and we'll take care of the printing. So that should take a burden off their shoulders. Thank you.
And just in the event, because I have no idea, because you referred to something additional to the media statement or something, just in case the documents are voluminous, if perhaps you could, even if you share the full documents, if you could identify the relevant parts.
We will do our best, Chairperson.
Thank you, thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. We will work on that during the course of the lunch period. Then perhaps just to close this issue, Mr. Madlanga, where I understand that there was no agreement. I think you testified as such, no written agreement between yourself and Mr. Maumela for this venture. You said there was none.
Yes.
Was there an agreement with the supplier?
I said there was none.
There was none.
Yes.
Now, you said this is over a period 2018-19, okay, thereabouts, until 2023. That's about a period of 4 to 5 years.
Yes.
Rough calculation. I will not hold you to any specific number. Over that period, are you able to say how much each of you invested in this revolving fund with the main supplier?
We were not investing in him. We were,
okay.
It was a credit. It was, I'll say, maybe a credit.
Okay, and this credit facility with the main supplier, how much did each of you contribute?
Sometimes it will be 2 million or 4 million. It will depend on how much we have on that specific time.
So what is the total amount you would have contributed over the period of 4 to 5 years? 2018-19 to 2023?
Myself, or you mean myself and Mr. Maumela?
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to do the math.
Thumbs up?
I have to do the math, Commissioner. Please, can we pack it for now and then I'll just...
Okay, single, double, triple digit, where are we at?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you will check that during the lunch as well while we do the other exercise. Now, in participating in this credit I don't know what to call it, with the main supplier, but you know, I call it a fund, right?
Of course,
So
yes.
for purpose of my question, let's just call it a fund. And participating in this fund, were you doing it directly as Mr. Matlala, or were you doing through any of your companies? Who was the participant in this scheme?
You say the payment will come through my personal account or from my business account?
Yes.
Is that the question?
Well, yes, I want to know whether it's Mr. Matlala contributing to this fund, or is it Mr. Matlala through, is it AK, Black Trading, those companies that
Yes,
we are with?
it will be through a business account, but because it was not a formal thing, as long as the money is there, I will just send it from whichever company that I have money in.
No, I'm happy with that. You remember that you keep suggesting we go look at your bank statements. So I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, that there will be bank statements for the company, all your companies. There would be your personal bank statements. So which bank statements do we look at?
It cannot be personal, but it should be business.
Okay, now which companies?
That's just because, like I said, I was just using money from any of the, so it's safe to just get statements from all the companies.
Which all the companies? In the morning, Commissioner Kumalo pointed out to you that, was it yesterday, previous engagement about your companies, there is one that, at least one you did not mention, that is now in the list of the SIU application. So can you at least give us the names of the companies through which you participated in this scheme?
I said to Commissioner Kumalo that the other companies are being deregistered, but by then they were operating. So I will invite you to get, for us to be safe, to rather get all the bank statements. But because other companies were deregistered, I don't know. The thing is, I don't remember when other companies were.
Surely you are able to tell us that most of the time when I was putting money into the main supplier, I was using Black AK or I was using CAD VIP services. You should be able to tell us that. And then we will be able to go look at the bank account of one or two of those to get to the point where you want us to get at. So the starting point is you giving an indication that most of the time when I was investing or I was putting money into this fund with the main supplier, I was using this company or both of these companies. Are you not able to do that?
Can I, Commissioner Baloyi, I didn't want to confine myself only in this specific account, but when you say most, I know that most of the time I was using the Black AK account, but I didn't want to just confine myself. And the next thing, we find that there's other funds.
I'll tell you how it assists.
Okay.
Once we go into the Black AK bank account, and we see that most of the time this is the medical supplier that you were paying money into.
Yes.
When we go to the other bank accounts, then we will look for that entity in those other bank accounts, and that's how we will be able to move forward. So the starting point, if you say it was Black AK
Of course,
trading,
yes.
then let's start from there.
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner. In fact, it's Commissioner Kumalo, not Baloyi.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not the first one, so I take no offense.
I couldn't
I've given up on correcting anyone, Mr.
I'm sorry, commissioners.
I couldn't resist, Mr. Matlala. You say, so now.
Sorry, maybe it would be of tremendous help. I know.
Your microphone.
Sorry, it might be of assistance if I may be so bold as to suggest the following. We know that the manner in which you work, I would assume that you are in possession of his bank statements. I will get the dates. Why is it not just handed over? Otherwise, we're going to go back. It then turns almost into let's catch you out by what you commit yourself to or not. If we give you the bank, the entities, you are in possession of the bank statements provided to us, we can then take this matter further. That would be a manner for us to assist the Commission in that regard. It's clean, it's easy then for the client to go through the various bank statements and, if possible, then identify what he needs to deal with.
Chair, I hear what Ms. van de Heever suggests. However, I would like to believe that we're not talking about 10 or more companies involved in this scheme. There might be 2, 3. And I am happy to accept that, as he says, some of his companies have since been deregistered, that he subsequently will say to the commission, oh, I forgot the 4th, which happened to do one transaction. It's possible. But if there are specific companies and we know what to look out for in their statements, it makes the process easier. What Ms. van der Heever wants is us to give them statements, they go through them and say, okay, it's this company, it's that company. These are not events from 20 years ago. Mr. Madlanga should have some recollection of at least 1, 2, or 3 companies, and if he says at least those, there may be more, I would leave it at that. Then when we've got the statements, it's to ask him whether this particular transaction by this other company related to the same scheme.
Let's continue with the questioning, and obviously once the statements have been sourced, they will be shared.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Just to clarify, you've spoken of black AK. Is there any other you can recall as you sit there?
No, I think with the black AK, that will help because
Okay.
most of the payments were made from the black AK account.
Most of the payments were made from there. Now, as at the dissolution of this fund, and I say it's fund, what was the payout by the supplier to yourself and Mr. 2023? What was paid out to both of you by the supplier?
But the main supplier,
Yes, what was returned, not paid out, what was returned to you, because I understood it to always have been your money.
yes, I don't think there was no money left there.
Oh, you had exhausted the fund?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this kind of arrangement, did it ever involve anyone besides yourself and Mr. Maumela?
No.
Just the two of you?
Yes.
Okay. You testified, I think, yesterday, no, the 21st, describing your relationship with Mr. Msibi and that you provided security services to him, if I understood you correctly.
Yes.
And you indicated there that you didn't have a relationship. You recall I even asked, I think, of a friendship, and I think you suggested that he was an old man. You recall us having that conversation?
No, I said he called me son and I called him Baba.
Yes, and that there was otherwise no relationship.
Relationship we had because of he was my client. I said, you said business, you were referring to other businesses except rendering security services for him. I do not know relationship in which context are you referring to.
Okay, perhaps then let's take a step back. Please describe your relationship then, in whatever context there is.
He was a client because I was rendering security services for him.
Yes.
But since the services were for VIP protection, close protection, so most of the times I'll be with, not myself as a protector, but as the director of the company, most of the times I'll be with him. And then we will talk about other things, but it's not like a relationship. I do not want to commit myself and say we are friends. We are not friends.
Actually said he was old. You couldn't be friends with him.
Yes.
Why do you accept it when it comes from Commissioner Baloyi and you deny that when I suggested to you that's what you said, Mr. Madlanga?
Okay, it's fine. I said that.
Now, you say you were not friends. Did you have a business relationship other than you, your company, by you, I mean your company providing VIP protection to him?
Other businesses?
Yeah, other business relationships.
No, I don't have.
Okay. Now, did you ever perform any favors or execute any requests by him outside the provision of the VIP protection services? Do you ever do anything for him?
Yes, he will ask for random things, yes.
Like what?
Like I remember when he wanted to buy a Rolex for the wife, and then he asked me, where can he get a Rolex? And then I told him where I bought mine, and then things like that. So,
Okay, I'm more interested in actions rather than what you told him. What have you done for him outside providing services?
no. Done. No,
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. Are you aware if he had a relationship with Mr. Maumela? Are you?
He knew him, yes, but it's not a relationship. Again, I think is something which we need to explain it how when we mean a relationship.
And that's why I call it a relationship. It could be anything. I have no other term beside relationship. You get to determine the nature of the relationship.
Okay, Commissioner, let me just take you a step back, and then maybe you'll first of all, he knew he knew Mr. Maumela because of me.
Okay.
What do you mean by that? Did you introduce Mr. Maumela to him or Mr. Msibi to Mr. Maumela?
Oh, Mr. Maumela, actually, he was selling his car, and then Mr. Msibi wanted to know which car is he selling, and then that's when they got to know each other, and then he ended up knowing him because of myself. Most of the time I will be with him when I go to see him.
You have got two hymns there. You'd be with who when you go to see who?
Okay. Sometimes I'll go with Mr. Maumela to Mr. Msibi, but at some point he wanted to even sell his car.
What car is this? Do you recall?
It's a Pagani Huawera. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Huawera or something. Pagani Huawera.
You are a sports fan enthusiast. You can't call it.
But
What do I
it's
call
not
it?
English, Commissioner.
You're an enthusiast. I thought you would know and at least educate us how it's said. Okay. So it was the one car.
Yes.
Now, beyond that transaction of buying the car, was there a relationship they maintained to your knowledge?
A relationship?
They maintained, yes. Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
And was Mr. Msibi part of, in any form, part of this? You remember the fund we just discussed? Was he a part of that fund in any manner, whether as a contributor, an indirect investor, or in any form you can think of?
No,
he didn't participate at all?
No, he was not.
Were you involved? Were you ever involved in exchange of monies between Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi? If so, when and under what circumstances?
Exchange of money?
Yes. The paying over of money, the handing over of money. And I say exchange because it could have come from either end.
No, I don't think so. Paying of money, I don't remember.
Not Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Msibi or Mr. Msibi paying Mr. Maumela. You are not aware of any of those?
I actually saw one from the bundles that I was going through, but I've been trying. I think it was when I add those monies together, they end up to 4 million. I think it was, but this partly payments, 200, 1.3 million, 2 million. I saw some of the monies there, but I do not recall what was that money for.
Oh, so there were payments of monies. Now you recall?
From what I saw in the bundles, yes.
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 And you say amounted to about 4 million.
Yes.
And you are not aware how that came about because they didn't have a relationship, any kind of relationship beyond the buying of Mr. Maumela's sports car.
As I was saying, that's when he got to know him. They didn't have a relationship, yes, but he's someone that you can talk to.
We dealt with the sports car. You say you don't know if he bought it, and you say as far as you know, there was no relationship beyond that.
Sorry.
Didn't you say that?
The sports car, I know that he did not buy it.
Yes.
Yes.
And we agreed that beyond the interest in the sports car, whatever the outcome was, there was no other relationship you're aware of. That was your testimony.
Yes, that I'm aware of, yes.
Yes. So how do you become aware of 4 million and the like being paid? What relationship was that between the two of them?
I became aware because I saw it in the bundles.
Okay, forget what you saw in the bundles. Go back in memory, you knowing both Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi, and tell me about the relationship that you were aware of that they had at the time.
Comparing my relationship with Mr. Msibi, I cannot say Mr. Maumela had the same relationship with Mr. Msibi.
Don't compare, just give a description of the relationship as you understood it.
He will know him as because he called me my son's friend.
So you're saying it's in that context that there was an exchange of 4 million to his son's friend?
I said, I do not know what was that payment for. I don't know that.
So you say you don't know what the payment was for?
Yes.
Were you involved in any manner in the payment?
Involved how, Commissioner?
In any manner? That was the question.
It's Mr. Maumela who paid Mr. Msibi.
It's Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Msibi. Were you involved?
It's not actually Mr. Msibi, because it's Mr. Koza. When I see the bank, what is it called? The proof of payment. It's Mr. Koza. But the money was sent to, the proof of payments, I sent them to Mr. Msibi.
Why?
I will assume that maybe Mr. Maumela asked me to send the proof of payment to Mr. Msibi.
So now we have left the payment of 4 million between Mr. Msibi and Mr. Maumela, and now it has become payment between Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela. But then you send the proof of payment to Mr. Msibi. Is that a fair understanding of what you are saying?
Commissioner, if I knew what was the payment, because now what I'm about, I will answer, it will be out of assumptions. I don't know what is the payment for, and then I don't even remember me sending that proof of payment, but because it's there, I might have sent it, yes, but I don't remember what was that for.
I didn't ask you what it was for. I'm trying to understand. Originally, you said that Mr. Msibi, Mr. Maumela, somewhere there was an exchange of 4 million that you since reminded of.
Yes.
Towards the tail end of what you were saying, you then introduced Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela, as if the exchange was between the two of them. And then you said you forwarded the proof of payment to Mr. Msibi. That's your testimony.
Yes, according to what I saw on
so
the
then I
chats.
ask, why would, if it's between Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela, why do you send it to Mr. Msibi? The proof of payment.
I wanted to say what I will answer, it will be based on assumptions, because I do not even remember that thing happening. So I will assume that maybe Mr. Maumela asked me to forward this payment to Mr. Msibi.
Mr. Matala, who is Mr. Koza in this picture? And I'm asking because you're trying to make sense of the importance of this evidence.
Mr. Koza, I don't know him. Because according to that thing, it says Agrippa Koza. The name is Agrippa, so I don't know.